Ever wondered what it's like to be part of a family with a truly one-of-a-kind story? From peculiar genetic traits to weird lifestyles, these families are anything but normal. Some carry rare genes that grant them extraordinary abilities, while others have embraced ways of living that challenge every norm. Whether it's immense strength, striking appearances, or unexpected traditions, these are the 15 families with the strangest genetic traits you've never seen in your life. Number 15. The Vasilyev family of Russia. The Vasilyev family from Shuya, Russia, holds a record that still leaves people speechless. Between 1725 and 1765, Valentina Vasilyeva gave birth to 69 children. Well, yup, you've heard that right, 69. That includes 16 pairs of twins, 7 sets of triplets, and 4 sets of quadruplets, spread across just 27 pregnancies. Her husband, Fyodor Vasilyev, was a peasant, and together they defied every odd. At that time, Russia had an extremely high infant mortality rate. About 250 out of every 1,000 babies didn't survive their first year. Still, Valentina raised 67 of her children to adulthood. That's already staggering. But Fyodor later fathered 18 more kids with his second wife, including 6 sets of twins and 2 sets of triplets. That brings the total to 87 kids. The Vasilyevs didn't have much, but their small village stepped in to help. Scientists believe a rare genetic trait made Valentina prone to multiple births. Today, she's still recognized by Guinness World Records as the most prolific mother in history, and without a doubt, she was. Number 14. The Rapunzel family of California. Meet the Rapunzel family, where hair length isn't just impressive, it's jaw-dropping. The mother, Tern, has hair that reaches 1.88 meters, and her 3 daughters, Kaylin, Seelin, and Chazin, each have locks nearly 3 feet long. Combined, their hair spans more than 15 feet. They don't rely on salons or expensive treatments. Their routine? Natural oils and lots of time. Washing and conditioning can take up to 3 hours per person. Growing hair past 3 feet is extremely rare, and their commitment started with Tern's own mother, who never cut hers either. At times, the wait was physically exhausting. Wet hair alone pulls down with nearly 2 pounds of pressure. Still, the family loves their iconic look. Online, they're known as real-life princesses, and their photos rack up thousands of likes. They avoid heat tools and brush daily to prevent damage. Hair Day is a group effort. For them, this legacy is more than appearance. It's tradition, identity, and pride. Number 13. The Lyov family of Siberia. The Lyov family's story is one of pure isolation, completely cut off from the world for over 4 decades. In 1936, Karp and Akolina Lyov fled deep into the Siberian wilderness with their children, escaping Soviet repression of their old believer faith. They disappeared into the taiga, nearly 150 miles from the nearest town, and settled near the Yerinot River. With no electricity, roads, or contact with civilization, they survived brutal winters that dipped to minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit. They grew vegetables, hunted animals, and crafted clothing from animal hides. Over the years, 2 more children, Dmitri and Agafia, were born in the wild. The world only learned about them in 1978 when geologists spotted their cabin from a helicopter. The family had never even heard of World War II. Akolina died in 1961 during a famine, sacrificing her food for the children. Agafia, now in her 80s, still lives alone in the same remote forest. Their story is nothing short of extraordinary survival. Number 12. The Silva family of Brazil. In a town near Brasilia, the Silva family is known for something super unmistakable. This family members have extra fingers and toes. They live with a genetic condition called polydactyly, which causes individuals to have 6 digits per hand or foot. 14 of their relatives share the trait. Polydactyly is rare, affecting roughly 1 in 500 to 1,000 births, and it's inherited in an autosomal dominant pattern, meaning each child has a 50% chance of receiving it. Instead of hiding their difference, the Silvas fully embrace it. In fact, their extra digits help them excel at certain skills. Some are talented musicians, others are exceptional goalkeepers. Finding gloves or shoes can be difficult, but they've learned to adapt with clever modifications. Their story has been shared on national TV, and they've become local celebrities for turning a supposed disadvantage into a superpower. While their hands and feet may look different, they live just like everyone else, working, playing, and showing that uniqueness can be a strength, not a flaw. Number 11. The Chana family of Mizoram. The Chana family of Mizoram totally redefined what a large family looks like. In Baktong village, they all lived under one roof in a 4-story home with over 100 rooms. At the head of this massive household was Ziona Chana, husband to 39 wives, father to 94 children, and grandfather to 33. That's about 167 family members, all living together. Ziona married for the first time at 17 and wed his last wife in 2004. His eldest wife, Zathiangi, was 3 years older than him. The youngest? Just 25 when they married. Known locally as Chuanthar Run, their home had communal kitchens, prayer halls, and self-sustaining gardens. Ziona led a Christian sect called Chana Powell, founded by his grandfather in 1942, which supported polygamy. Despite facing health issues like diabetes and high BP, Ziona remained active until his passing in 2021 at age 76. For this family, unity wasn't just a value, it was a way of life, practiced every single day. Number 10. Dwarf family of Hyderabad. In Hyderabad, one of India's largest and busiest cities, lives a family that's turned what many view as challenge into an incredible example of strength. The Ramraj Chauhan family includes 11 members, 9 of whom have achondroplasia, which is a pretty rare form of dwarfism that occurs in roughly 1 in 25,000 to 30,000 births. Adults in the family stand around 4 feet tall. Most cases aren't inherited, but caused by a spontaneous gene mutation during conception. Still, the family makes it work. The parents work full-time, the children attend school, and their home has been customized to suit their needs. From lowered furniture to adjusted fixtures, everything fits just right. They've figured out ways to handle everyday tasks, crowds, and social situations. And through it all, laughter never leaves the home. The parents are the kids' biggest motivators. Despite obstacles, the Ramraj Chauhans live with purpose, pride, and unity. They've proven that height has nothing to do with how high a family's spirit can soar. Number 9. The Manurong family of Indonesia. The Manurong family of Indonesia is anything but ordinary. Their faces carry a unique story, one that shifts gradually over time due to a rare condition called Treacher-Collins syndrome. It affects their facial bones, skin, and teeth. As they age, their foreheads widen, eyes space out, and their noses grow more defined. Some also lose their teeth earlier than usual, but instead of hiding, they've chosen to own it, embracing it as a part of their identity. The condition is linked to a genetic mutation and carries a 50% inheritance chance per child. While it doesn't affect health, it draws attention. Strangers point, whisper, and sometimes laugh. Still, the Manurongs handle it with calm pride. Some opt for dental implants, but most keep their natural features. They live their lives like anyone else, working, playing, and celebrating every day. With multiple family members sharing the condition, researchers are fascinated, but for them, it's just life. Number 8. The Oolas family of Turkey. The Oolas family from rural southern Turkey near Hatay province is known for something almost no one on earth experiences. Of their 19 children, 5 walk on all fours, not on knees, but using both hands and feet in a bear-like movement. This happens due to Unner-Tan syndrome, a neurological condition that affects balance and coordination. It's tied to cerebellar hypoplasia, a brain development issue where a portion of the brain is underdeveloped. It's incredibly rare. Only a handful of people globally are affected. Their movement isn't voluntary, it's how their bodies naturally function. And while some may find it odd, the family has adapted. They face challenges, including limited speech and cognitive delays, but they've built full lives within their community. In 2006, the BBC aired a documentary titled The Family That Walks on All Fours, introducing their story to the world. Despite teasing and judgment, they've kept going. Number 7. The Pybald family of Alabama. In Alabama, there's a family that stands out the moment you see them, thanks to a rare condition called Pybaldism. It causes white patches on the skin due to a lack of pigment-producing cells. The condition affects anywhere between 1 in 20,000 to 100,000 people. These pigment-free areas appear at birth and never change. For the Pybald family, it's not just about skin. Their hair often has distinct white streaks too, typically near the hairline. Each child has a 50% chance of inheriting the gene if one parent carries it, but they don't hide it. In fact, the family has made frequent appearances on television to challenge misconceptions and show pride in who they are. Doctors link Pybaldism to mutations in the KIT gene, but it causes no health issues. While they may draw stares in their hometown, the Pybald family meets every glance with confidence. They've shown the world that their markings are nothing to be ashamed of. Number 6. The Fugate family of Kentucky. The Fugate family from Kentucky gained attention for something truly out of the ordinary: blue skin. This rare trait was the result of a condition called methemoglobinemia, which causes elevated levels of methemoglobin in the blood. It first appeared in 1820 when French orphan Martin Fugate married Elizabeth Smith. 4 of their children inherited the condition. Due to geographic isolation and intermarriage within the community, the gene spread across generations. At its peak, their blood had up to 20% methemoglobin, far higher than normal, giving their skin a distinct blue tint. It wasn't until the 1960s that hematologist Madison Cawein discovered the cause. He treated the condition with methylene blue, a medication that almost instantly reversed the skin color. The last known descendant, Benjamin Stacy, was born in 1975 with blue-tinted skin, but grew out of it. Despite odd stares and strange rumors, the Fugates lived long, healthy lives. Number 5. The Seven Raj family of Bangalore. The Seven Raj family of Bangalore has taken color coordination to legendary levels. For over 35 years, they've dressed exclusively in red and white. Every day, no exceptions. It began when Seven Raj wanted to build a bold personal identity, and soon his entire household joined in. His wife, Pushpa, son Bharat, and daughter Manisha have all committed to the color scheme. And it doesn't end with outfits. Their car, furniture, even the walls in their home are red and white. To them, red symbolizes strength and white represents peace. It's a daily ritual, not a gimmick. Matching outfits can be hard to find, and yes, strangers stare, but they've embraced it. In a city of millions, they stand out with pride and power. Their kids grew up knowing nothing but red and white, and they love it. Number 4. The Parves family of Great Britain. The Parves family from Great Britain is remarkable for one unmissable reason. Albinism runs through 15 of its members. This rare genetic condition affects around 1 in every 17,000 people and results in extremely pale skin, white hair, and light eyes. For it to appear in a child, both parents must carry the gene, and each pregnancy has a 25% chance of producing a child with albinism. It may look visually striking, but it comes with real challenges. They're highly sensitive to sunlight, burning within minutes, and often have poor eyesight. Still, this family refuses to let it define them. They speak openly about their condition, educate others, and break stereotypes. The kids go to school, make friends, and live without hesitation. They wear sunglasses, hats, and strong sunscreen when they're outdoors. It's not always easy, but they don't hide. Number 3. Tattoos that tell a story. Each parent has their own unique way of raising their children, but certain practices stand out as unusual and can leave us astounded. One such case is that of Shamika Morris, who caused quite a stir by adorning her baby's body with tattoos. To outsiders, it may seem controversial, but for Shamika, it's a way to mark vital milestones in his life. Each design is symbolic, representing a meaningful event or achievement as he grows. She believes tattoos are a powerful form of self-expression, even if her son is still too young to choose his own. These designs aren't permanent. They fade with time, leaving behind only the memories they represent. Shamika herself is covered in detailed tattoos, including intricate designs on her face and neck. Her art isn't just decoration, it's an extension of her personality and her work, often inspiring her tattoo-themed fashion creations. Despite criticism, she remains confident in her choices. Number 2. The Aves family of Mexico. From 1558 to 1700, the Aves family of Mexico captured attention for something incredibly rare. They were covered in thick body hair. This wasn't just facial hair, but hair growing across their arms, backs, and full bodies. They lived with a condition called hypertrichosis, so rare that fewer than 100 documented cases exist worldwide. The Aves family had it for 4 generations. Rather than concealing it, they embraced it fully. In 1992, the Guinness Book of World Records officially recognized them as the hairiest family in the world. They appeared on TV, performed in circuses, and lived publicly and proudly. Doctors believe the condition stems from a rare gene mutation with a 50% chance of passing to each child. Strangers may stare, but the Aves family never shrank from the spotlight. Their hair didn't isolate them, it connected them. Instead of treating it as a burden, they wore it like a badge. All right, let's end this with Number 1. The Gray family of Texas. The Gray family of Texas completely tossed out the traditional rulebook. On a 116-acre property deep in rural Texas, they chose to live off-grid, with power, plumbing, and no interest in obeying conventional law. John Joe Gray purchased the land in the 1980s and for 15 years lived as a sovereign citizen, someone who believes federal laws don't apply to them. Their isolated land became a haven, built on strict independence and loaded firearms. But in 1999, everything changed. Gray was arrested for allegedly assaulting a state trooper, sparking a standoff that lasted until 2014. He refused to surrender, stayed holed up for years. The case was eventually dropped. Some saw him as a patriot fighting for liberty. Others saw recklessness. His fortified farm turned into a symbol of total defiance. The Gray family's off-the-grid lifestyle still echoes through Texas history. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon in the next one.